What's up everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're an indie artist looking for an album review and some promo, you can hit up Luke at redmattersite.com. And what I have for you guys today is my review for TeeFLii's new album, Starr. TeeFLii is an R&B singer from Los Angeles, California, and I was actually looking forward to checking this album out because while I haven't heard too much from him, I did like the work that I heard from him on YG's track Do It To Ya, and especially on Dom Kennedy's track Still Callin'. But most people are probably familiar with TeeFLii because of his 2 Chainz assisted, DJ Mustard produced single 24 Hours, where TeeFLii asks women to provide that pussy, not hide that pussy. And while it's not an all-out terrible song, there's not really much more to be said about it, because when you see who's featured and you see who it's produced by, you pretty much can guess how it's gonna sound. It's just some ratchet R&B. And right from the album's intro, it becomes pretty clear that that's what TeeFLii is all about, as he kicks the album off singing about popping bottles and popping pussy. And this same vibe carries on into the next song, Action, which is all about filming a freaky flick. It's not a new concept and the lyrics are pretty basic, but sonically it sounds pretty smooth. Then, on Give It To Me, featuring E40, TeeFLii keeps the filthy bars going by saying that his dick is so bomb it makes girls numb. And he does it over some production that's a bit more hype than a lot of the beats on here. But straight up, if you're not a fan of over-the-top, sexually charged lyrics, you're not going to be a fan of a lot of these songs. But TeeFLii does bring a more laid-back and traditional R&B sound on some of these songs. Like on Love Over Money, where he sings over some slow-paced piano production. And on the song Change Your World, he spits some incredibly weak game at a woman in the club, but at least he does it over a beat that's nice. Again, like a lot of the songs on here, the lyricism on these 2 tracks is nothing to write home about. I just think TeeFLii could improve greatly if he got a little bit more adventurous with his songwriting, because a lot of these songs are so simple and basic that they get old pretty damn quick. Also, I think I should mention that TeeFLii sometimes refers to women as Annie. So when you hear Annie, he's not talking about one particular woman, that's just his slang for girls. Now, the 2 tracks on here that I think really stand out from the rest are Blue Lipstick featuring Chris Brown and Addicted with Snoop Dogg and DJ Quick. Blue Lipstick has a very R. Kelly-ish 90s vibe to it, and I would be really surprised if he didn't make a video for this song, because I could easily see it doing some damage on the radio. But singing about blue lipstick is kind of strange to me, because it's just my opinion, but I think blue lipstick looks weird as hell. It makes a woman look like she's suffocating or like she's a Martian. As for Addicted, the beat on here is bouncy and beautiful at the same time. And while Snoop Dogg and DJ Quick's verses are nothing out of the ordinary, they do sound fine on this track. But I can't lie, it did make me cringe a little bit when DJ Quick spit that he talks to pussy like a toddler and goes Gucci Gucci goo before he gobbles it up. That was just... no. Other features on this album include Nipsey Hussle on Hennessy and Weed, which is a pretty forgettable track, and Scheme absolutely rips the trap production on Something She'll Do. I thought he had a great aggressive flow on there, and I was impressed. But Dom Kennedy on I Don't Need You was one of the biggest surprises, because while I really like Dom Kennedy's music, I've never considered him to be that great of a rapper. But on this song, he brought a little bit more energy and he was spitting a little bit more fast than he usually does, so I thought it was great. And this is another one of my favorite songs on here, along with Addicted and Blue Lipstick. So at the end of the day, I think that Starr is a good album. It's not great, but it's not awful either. And while TeeFLii's lyricism is a bit elementary and cringeworthy at times, the music itself sounds fine because he has a decent voice and he has a nice beat selection on here. If you like R&B, I think you'll definitely be able to bump some of these songs, but there's not much going on in the way of originality and experimentation, so I'm not sure if this album will have much longevity to it. That said, I give it a 3 out of 5. Hit me up in the comment section and let me know what you think about this album, and as usual, do all that other good YouTube and social media stuff, where you like my videos, you share them, you follow me on Twitter, you retweet the videos, and you especially subscribe to my channel because that's the one that helps me out the most. I'll see you guys next time.